Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. It's episode number 51, and today we're returning with two massive games with Brescia as our silverware hopes are on the line against Bayern Munich away from home in the first leg at a Champions League knockout round, and then Lazio away at the Stadio Olimpico as well. Before we get to games though, how Brescia been getting on off camera? And of course, on the back of the last episode, the special thank you 5 game episode, you saw the 1-1 draw away at Stadio Olimpico, then the 2-1 loss to Milan. Of course, the Champions League draw, where as you know, we've got Bayern Munich, the first day coming today away in Germany, and of course, back-to-back wins against Bologna and Atalanta, the disappointing and humbling loss to Crotone in the Tim Cup first round. 6 games in a run of camera as you closed out the January transfer window and began February, and as you can see, Brescia's inconsistent patch of form has been extended. 3 defeats and 3 victories in a really tough run of form. We started off with a 3-0 loss in the Supercoppa against Napoli, but like I said in the last episode, was not fussed one bit. Fielded a totally weakened lineup for the game because I could not care less, and neither could the board. Lost the game by 3 goals to 0. Went down inside like the first 15 seconds. Mason Mount holding it up and Trincao making it 1-0. Once that happened, I was like, okay, alright, whatever, I don't care. They scored from the spot later on, and then later on in the game made it 3-0 in a routine victory for them against our backup team. I didn't mind one bit because on the weekend the league game was far more important, and we bounced back with a 1-0 victory against Parma. Left it late though, didn't really get going in this game until the final few stages, and with 5 minutes to go, Sebastiano Esposito connected with a Fabio De Paoli through ball to finish home and give us the 3 points there right at the death, to prevent Waldovino an embarrassing slip-up. And after that 1-0 victory away at Cagliari as well, Luca Pellegrini scoring against one of his former clubs that he was on loan at, Shot Cora, connecting with a Fabio De Paoli cross as 2 assists for 2 for our right-back in this game. In another 1-0 victory, again, scraped the victory by a goal to 0, but I was thinking back-to-back wins, 4 straight victories in this area. Okay, this is more like it. But followed that to start February was an absolute shocker. Back-to-back losses against teams struggling at the bottom end of the table. First, a 3-1 home defeat to our bogey team, Udinese. We've all got them. We've all got our bogey teams in Football Manager, man. I remember last season, Watford were a bogey team for so many FM players. This year, for me, in this Club and Country save, it's Udinese. We've all got our bogey teams. They're our bogey team. Lost the game by 3 goals to 1. Fell behind early whilst Proda scored his first domestic goal for the club right before the break. Second half begins, fall behind again, 7 minutes later, and then 10 minutes to go. Piaka scores an absolutely sensational goal from range in a shocking 3-1 defeat. But I was thinking, okay, pick yourselves up. Just a little blip there. We'll win the following game away against Sampdoria. No, we bloody won't. I don't know what happened in this game, but this was a meltdown if I've ever seen one. We lost 4-0 against the side in a relegation zone, and we were absolutely torn apart. Fell behind 21 minutes in, a poor back pass from the captain Armini there, allowing her tie to win, and then 2 minutes later, Muru sent off for a straight red card. One of the moments there where the 3D match engine doesn't really do it justice. You see it on the 3D, he wins the ball cleanly, but again, you got to go with the commentary and just assume it was a terrible challenge, despite the fact they said it was, despite you saw it was a clean challenge. But after that, down to 10 men, I thought it's okay, it's alright, we've been in this position before, but then conceded again before the break. 11 minutes to go, 2 late goals to Sampdoria in a 4-0 thrashing. I mean, they had like 8 clear-cut chances in the game as well. Every single time they came forward, they looked like scoring. I don't know what happened to our defence in this game, man, but it was just an absolutely shocking display. Totally battered and humiliated, really. Probably our most humiliating defeat of the season, this one. 4-0, the final score, and I think the 4th goal sort of summed up as well, how he just ghosted through like 3 or 4 defenders, half-hearted challenges, not good enough. So after the game, did a cheeky little team meeting, said to the boys, stop feeling sorry for yourself, sort it out. Final game of the run of camera, Hellas Verona at home, needed to win this game and get back on track after back-to-back losses, otherwise Juve were going to pull away at the top of the table and we would go 3rd behind Inter Milan as well. Changed the tactics for the game, went to a 4-2-3-1 controlled possession style of play. I'll show you the system I set up in pre-season, first time we used it competitively, and won the game by 3 goals to 2, but again, it certainly wasn't easy. So Cagney on loan from us made it 1-0 to Hellas Verona 3 minutes in, Shot Cora before Salcedo scored a sensational goal to level things 14 minutes later, and right before the break, despite Hellas Verona getting back in front in this game, we turned it around in the second half, and we definitely deserved it as well. We were the much better team. First Esposito making it 2-2, and then with 5 minutes to go, we won ourselves a penalty, and Sebastiano, ice in his veins, game on the line, perhaps title on the line as well. Converted it, bottom corner, sent to keep it the wrong way, and gave us a big pressure relieving 3 points there. So yeah, a very tough run for Brescia, stretching back to December, really. You know, had a fantastic first start of the season, but now it's safe to say the wheels have fallen off, and then some momentum has totally dropped. We're really struggling. The wins we get as well. Our last 3 wins, all by a single goal, not good enough. And as you can see, Juve right now on a crusade, 4 points clear of us, 13 games to go. Destiny firmly in their own hands, and Inter Milan as well on a great unbeaten stretch themselves here, have cut the gap on us to just 2 points. With 10 points clear of Milan, I do feel confident we will have enough to stay in the top 4, but as for the title, I wanted the three-peat. I mean, we came from nowhere to win it last year, but I must say, this season, I'm not sure we're going to do it again. It's been tough, really tough run for Brescia. I don't know why, but we've just, defensively in particular, we've just absolutely capitulated. And this is where you really need your captain, your team leader, to step up. Armini, he's got to sort it out. Not a great stretch for the captain. That's why tonight against Bayern Munich he's going to be rested for the game for the clash against Lazio, his former team, on the weekend at the Stadio Olimpico. And real briefly as well, as we're at the transfer window now, nothing happened in January whatsoever. No sales, no signings. Obviously, we've got very little money in our budget. When I say very little, I mean basically nothing. And again, because of the wage budget here, wage structure, I should say, being so high, we've never spent more on wages at this club. Yeah, I wasn't going to make any deals. I didn't want to sell anyone in order to bring someone in. But there have been a couple of new contracts given, though. As you will see here, our 2 centre-backs, Papetti and Viviani, who there was interest for in January, have both signed new long-term deals. Andrew Papetti now gets a 4-year extension on his deals. That'll take him up until 2029. Totally fine with that. He's a very reliable squad centre-half, Papetti. Whenever he does play, he plays really well, even though he's not regularly in our squad. And, of course, he is homegrown and trained at the club. And that goes, that's the same that can be said for Sistana as well. Sistano was out of contract at the end of next season. He signed another 4.5 year deal, here at Brescia, and he also is homegrown and trained at the club, as he was also born in Brescia as well. So Sistana is staying too. So nothing else to report. Let's just dive into the first game of today's episode, and it is indeed Bayern Munich away at the Allianz Arena in Germany for the first leg of the first knock around the Champions League. I've got absolutely no confidence whatsoever on the back of a really shaky run of form, but let's see if we can pull off the impossible against a side right now that are the holders of the competition and surely one of the favourites to win it once again. On the injury report, as you can see, only Mojia is down right now. He might be back for the Lazio game, he might not be. Andre Anderson's quite tired and a little bit unfit. Barbieri's recovered but not match sharp, and everyone else is fine. So it's going to be the 4-1-2-3 gegenpress. This is the system I used in the last game against Hellas Verona. It's a 4-2-3 on control possession style of play. Low tempo, short passing, play out of defence and work the ball into the box. It's a system really that again is very... It's just calm, you know. It's calm. We're not rushing things with this system whilst we do press quite high, because again that's the best way to do things on Football Manager nowadays. But it's quite a calm style of play when in possession. You know, we're very calm with the ball at our feet. That's what we use against Hellas Verona. But tonight we'll go with a gegenpress away in Germany. So Moller's in goal after a poor run for Ordero, and the back four is Muri, Parola, Sistano, De Pauli, with Sisto, Storaro and Viviani through the middle. Salcedo and Franchi the inside forwards, and Sebastiano Esposito is up top. On the bench, Ordero, Bonifazi, Pellegrini, Peroni, Gavoni, Anderson and Dalmonte as well, as Armenian Picardi, after poor runs, are dropped from the squad. First game of 2, not feeling confident at all. Bayern Munich away, falls to Brescia. Yeah, I'd say Bayern are the front runners to win this competition. Let's take a look at that new gen / regen centre half, Zola. My goodness gracious me, already at 20 years old. Looks absolutely incredible. Okay, let's see if Salcedo and Esposito and Franchi can get the better of him tonight. But yeah, I'm not feeling confident. I know, again, I said this last season against Atletico Madrid in the first leg. I wasn't feeling confident. We won 4-0 at the Rigamonti, or 4-1 actually thinking about it. But this is a different ball game. This is a different ball game. We're taking on the holders, we're taking on the champions, one of the favourites, and we are on a really poor and shaky run of form. And again, you think about the 3 wins we've had, our last 3 wins, they've all been by a single goal against teams in the bottom half of the table and towards the bottom end of the table in the Serie A. That's disappointing. But here is Salcedo, down the left-hand side, with the first highlight falling to Brescia. Eddie taking on himself. Wonderful run, but puts it wide of the post. Good start indeed. That's what you want to see from Brescia. An early chance there, but as Benjamin Pavardis through and cuts it across the face of the goal, Martinelli is denied by a brilliant block by Fabio De Paoli that is goal-saving. Still 0-0, that goes in, and we're in for a long night. As things stand, still tied. Fast start to the game, 10 minutes in. Parola off the crossbar as Nicholas Saul clears it away. He just got his first domestic goal for the club, and he almost scored his third overall at senior level. Off the woodwork, still 0-0, but a very encouraging start from an out-of-form Brescia team. I like this. I like this a lot. We've had just as many shots as Bayern, one more on target. We're not losing a possession battle by much. This has been a decent start. I think we will need to score tonight heading back to Italy. I'm confident that Bayern will probably score in both legs, so we'll need to do the same. But with 10 minutes to go in the first half, we've played alright. And here we come again. Claudio Franchi beats one. Dispossessed but wins it back, sends it long for Salcedo, who'll beat his man to the ball, but as Pavard wins it after he trods on the ball, Bayern get the ball back in their favour until Storaro wins it back with that resilient approach. Muru down the left-hand side, one man to beat, cross to the middle, Franchi is there, heads off target, still 0-0. Very encouraging first half display though. Very encouraging indeed. I did not expect this. I thought we'd be 2 or 3 goals down by now, considering how we've played lately in this area. But the body language is pretty decent, apart from Mura being nervous out there, not against bringing on Pellegrini to stem that. And I'm going to say to the boys here, unlucky, things just haven't gone right for us so far, and that's done absolutely nothing. I'll say I've got faith, and I believe you've got what it takes though. I will indeed. We've played well in that first half. I'll leave Mura on for now, but second half again, no change to the tactics because we're playing well out there. I think if we get one more chance and it falls to the right man, we'll take it and get a crucial away goal. Corner for Bayern though, directly after the restart, which Storaro deals with, but it's picked up by Everton, and that's got to be off. That's got to be off. My hands up. My hands up. My hands up. But it counts. No VAR, no nothing. Goal stands. Man on the post probably didn't step up on time there. Everton plays back to Vignato, and oh, that would have been tight. I think it might have been Muru, you know, or perhaps Istana that was keeping him on. I think he probably was on. We'll trust the game. Bayern go in front, and that's disappointing. We've played well, but keep your heads up, lads. Still in this. I'm going to go 4-2-3-1 for the final 20 minutes and be brave here. De Sisto's going to come off, and I'm going to bring on Andre Anderson, who's been, I wouldn't say disappointing this season, but not quite as good as I was hoping he would be. I know he shared the game time with Picardi, but even so. And Pellegrini for Muru as well, down that left-hand side as well. 20 minutes on the clock, as we'll also play a shorter passing directness, but play our tempo higher and be more creative as well. 15 minutes to go. Can we find a crucial away goal here? Well, we'll keep ourselves in the tie, even if we don't find one. But this down once he comes on for Franchi for the final change. I'd really like a crucial goal to take back to the Rigamonti, and we do have a highlight with 3 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Fabio De Paoli to Viviani, who crosses. Oh, what a chance. He took too long. He took far too long. Muller coming forward for the corner. Is this a Farina's moment? Eddie Salcedo, golden opportunity. Took far too long when he brought it down. And the shot was blocked by Pavard, I think it was. As that cross is dealt with and Bayern will clear. What a chance. We've had our chances tonight as well. Encouraging performance, but we'll leave with nothing. Another defeat, the poor run continues. And no away goals to take back home. Gutted. I thought we played well though. I thought we played really, really well. I can't fault you for effort. Nobody expects us to win, but you gave it everything. That's a game where I don't mind losing, you know. That's a game where I don't mind losing. I say it all the time as well. You know, the game like the one against Sampdoria, when we were humbled and battered 4-0 and we just weren't asked. Those are the games where I get aggressive. But these games here, where we only lose by the skin of our teeth and played well, just didn't take the chance we got. That's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. I'm fine with those sort of defeats. You can't win them all. You know, you're going to lose from time to time, even when you're one of the big boys. And that is something you're just going to have to get used to if you want to make it anywhere in life, let alone Football Manager, you know. But so long as you put the effort in and you do your best, really that's all that matters. And again, that's the exact same philosophy you need in life as well. Do your best, keep a positive attitude, and that's all anyone can ask, man. All anyone can ask. Second leg, we're still in this as well. We're still in this. I'm just looking at the fixture list now as well. And I think what I'm going to do in the next episode is play Inter, Fiorentina and Bayern as well in a triple header. because Fiorentina away is going to be a tough clash there, as they've got an outside shot at Champions League football. Inter Milan, of course, Sandro Tonali returning home. They'd love to leapfrog us and go in second place and be the closest title threat to Juve. And the second leg against Bayern, again, we're still in it. We're still in it. I was going to play it off camera if we got a thrash in that game. Instead, we're still in it. So we'll do a triple header next episode. And I'll tell you what, we'll do a double upload day today as well. So we had 5 games yesterday, all in one. We'll do 5 games today, spread over 2. Double upload today, baby. Let's do it. So moving on, second and final game of the first of 2 episodes today, and it is indeed Lazio at the Stadio Olimpico. They have been one of our toughest opponents continuously throughout the course of the save, but the last 2 times we faced them, we've recorded wins. Let's make it 3 in 3 against a side that we had our first loss against in the very first game of this series. So Lazio right now, they really need to get a move on if they're to make a Champions League spot come the end of the season. But for us, we're also in inconsistent form right now. A battle of 2 lads that are underachieving in their last 5 games. Let's see who comes out on top. But we'll stay with the same system for the game though, after the loss to Bayern Munich, and only make a couple of changes, so I was encouraged by that loss there. And this will be our team. Mola keeps his place in goal, and the back four is now Pellegrini, Parola, Armini, De Pauli, with the same midfield trio being De Sisto, Storaro and Viviani. Salcedo's on the left, Picardi comes in on the right, and Esposito is up top. I want to make sure Darius is standard, Boniface, Papetti, Muru, Barbieri, Gavoni, Andre Anderson, Franchi, Del Monte, Borelli, and Simonetti as well. Second and final game, both teams out of form, and both teams desperately need a victory for different reasons. Forza Brescia. So first highlight falling early with Pellegrini finding Viviani, 25 yards from goal, finds De Pauli, who takes his man on the one-on-one and crosses, and Salcedo heads in to make it 1-0. Perfect start for Brescia, and Lord knows do we know they need that. De Pauli of late has been picking up the slack and getting the assist when we need him to the most. Beats his man on the one-on-one, crossed back second. Eddie Salcedo, his 8th of the year, makes it 1-0. I don't think we'll ever see Salcedo that sort of season he did a couple of years ago in our first title win, when he was just electrifying on the left-hand side, but he's still a reliable source of goals every now and then. Brescia in front, and I often say with Salcedo as well, he's a streaky type of goal scorer. Sometimes he goes weeks without a goal, and then occasionally he'll just explode and score 2 or 3 in the same game. Will this be one of those sort of nights? Second highlight falling to Lazio though, looking for an instant response, and they've almost got it. Immobile off the post and cleared by Armini. He just turned 35 2 days ago, Shiro Immobile. As we know, this is his final season in the Serie A. He's joining Shanghai, the Chinese side, in the summer, but he could have been coming to us. He turned us down to go to China. And what did I just mention there? Salcedo, Streaky Salcedo, that's his nickname. Brescia 2-0 up, and De Pauli with the assist again. It's what he does, baby. It's what he does. It'll be quiet for so long, and then bang, out of nowhere, it'll just explode and be a consistent source of goals. Poor goalkeeping, really, let's be honest. But De Pauli will get another assist, and Salcedo, did you see him there? Fingers in his ear saying, I can't hear you, Docs, can't hear you, bro. 2-0 Brescia, and what a fantastic start to a must-win game as things stand. Cutting the gap on Juve to 1, though they, of course, will still have the game in hand. 18 minutes in, keep your foot on the gas pedals. Claudio Picardi beats 1 and beats 2. Oh, it's a goal, we'll take it. What a run by Picardi. Esposito makes it 3. This is more like it. And I really hope in future versions of FM, those sort of goals there where the shot is saved but the rebound is turned in, the guy that took the shot, initial shot I should say, gets credited with the assist. It happens in fantasy football, or at least it used to, but it doesn't on FM. So frustrating. CP deserves the assist for that goal there. Oh, Salcedo almost had a hat-trick in 22 minutes. De Pauli again with a whipped across to the back stick, and Eddie hits the bar from about 3 yards out. Should have had the match ball, but Brescia leading by 3 and showing no mercy. Come on. Wow. Tell you what. That is one heck of a response from Brescia, and that's what I'm talking about. And I think for Armini and Picardi, they took it personal. Club captain and left out of the matchday squad for Bayern Munich away. And Picardi as well, poor run of form, got a new contract in the summer, but didn't even get on the bench for that game in the week. They've taken it personal tonight, and that's what you love to see. Brescia leading by 3, but it's all Eddie Salcedo and Fabio De Pauli, really. They've been the 2 stars tonight. And as the second half begins, half an hour to go, what a response this will be. Huge 3 points. 7 minutes to go. Game surely over, but Lazio will love a consolation goal, and they've got it as well. St. Maximin sent forward 1-on-1 after a long ball over the top. Mola beaten, doesn't get his clean sheet, and the Frenchman puts Lazio back in the game with a glimmer of hope in the final few stages. I think we'll be okay. We've capitulated a lot throughout the course to say, but yeah, we'll be fine. 3 points in the bag, it's okay. Actually, hold your horses. Here come Lazio once again, and once more it's St. Maximin causing problems as Papi picks it up, and Luis Alberto really Should have made it 3-2. Straight to Marco Moller, let off the hook there, but it's okay. We'll hold on to the 3 points. Few worrying signs towards the end. Most important things we bounced back though, and what a first half display we had as well. 3-1 should be the final score. Brescia back on track. Gap cut on Juve to just 1 point. Tough run of form, but we are going nowhere as that header goes over and there's the final whistle. Body language is good, morale improves, things you love to see. And, you know, I must be honest here, we had such a poor record against Lazio, but now that's 3 straight victories against them, I believe. We certainly avenged those demons and overcome that hurdle. When are we going to do that to Udinese, our bogey team? I wonder. But again, gap cut to 1 point. Juve's game, I think, is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? It is indeed. Oh, it's away at Inter. We're definitely processing through that. And we'll see how the table looks before the big episode coming next with Inter, Fiorentina and Bayern as well. I don't know who I want to win that game, really. I think a draw is what I want in this game as well. If Inter Milan win, they'll cut the gap on Juve to 3 points and us to 2 points, but they'll have the best form in the division. If Juve win, they'll go 4 points clear with 12 games to go. So I'm hoping for a draw there at the San Siro, and it finishes up as a... Please not a Juve win. Anything but a Juve win. It's a 1-1 draw. Exactly what I wanted. 1-1 draw, and that means, as you can see, Juve still ahead of us. Gap extended, but only to 2. 12 games to go. Inter remain 4 points behind us as well. Okay, it was once a 2-horse race. It's now a 3-horse race, and don't rule out Roma pulling a Brescia and coming from nowhere to win the title. 2-horse race becomes 4 with 12 games to go. That was this episode of Club and Country, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed. If you did, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and we're going to return with the very next episode later tonight with a double upload day, baby. Inter Milan at home. What a game that's going to be as 2 of the top 3 go head-to-head at the Rigamonti. Fiorentina, an outside shot of Champions League football away from home, and then the second leg against Bayern, where we're still in it, heading back to the home ground. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country, a massive triple header very soon.